Hey everybody, my name is Jeremiah Craig, and today I'm going to try to clear up one of the most confusing things when it comes to cowboy boots, and that is how cowboy boots should fit. And I'm going to use this crazy example because this is one of the narrowest cowboy boots that I've ever seen. This is a size 14.5 quadruple A. This is gonna be a wild video, guys. Let's get into it.
Old boots got soul, and I carry on this way, and we get better every day.
Before we begin, I want to talk about a piece of merch that I finally have available after so many of you requested it, and that is belt buckles. I got silver belt buckles and brass belt buckles, and these were engraved by my father's company, Twisted Willow Fabrication, with my Boots and Ballads logo. But not only that, on the back of these you also have a QR code that will get you access to my Boots and Ballads vault, where you can find limited edition merch, free stuff, and early access videos. Consider getting one of these belt buckles to help support my channel and small business right here in the US with Twisted Willow Fabrication. Thank you so much for your support. Now, let's get into the video. I got these vintage Nakona cowboy boots, size 14.5 quadruple A, from Goodwill, and I thought this was the perfect opportunity to finally explain cowboy boot fit and the importance of width when it comes to cowboy boots. Now, you guys might be familiar with shoe size. Everybody knows their shoe size, right? That is the number. Here in the US, it's like between, 4 and 16. You might have some folks who have feet larger than size 16, but it's few and far between, that's for damn sure. There's also another size notation when it comes to cowboy boots, and that is width. You see, width in cowboy boots is so important because there aren't any laces here to make up for the fact that somebody's foot might be a little bit more wide or a little bit more narrow. So you have to make sure that you have the right width in your cowboy boot to make sure that you have the right size, or else they're gonna be uncomfortable and just a pain in the ass to wear all day, which is why a lot of people think that cowboy boots are just uncomfortable, period, is because they don't know what their width size is. Everybody is familiar with shoe size, which is the number, and then the letter after that notates the width size. And it's notated by letters A through E. A being narrow, E being the most wide, but you can get even more narrow or more wide by the more A's that you add on the narrow end, or the more E's that you add on towards the wide end. So this size is very narrow, being a 14.5 quadruple A. Here's the thing that makes width size a little bit more confusing though, is that it's proportional to the shoe size. So for example, my size is a 12B, so I have a pretty narrow foot. This boot, this is a Nakona, this is a 12B, it fits me perfectly. However, it is pretty much the same width as a 10.5D. This is an Ariat boot with a wide square toe, and I wear this as well. So you can find boots that will work. However, width is really important for the best fitting boot and the most comfortable fit at your arch and your instep. So I always prefer the B widths, but a D width and sizing down does work for me from time to time. Doesn't always work, but sometimes it does. So when I found these 14.5 quadruple A Nakona boots, I thought to myself, you know what? That is a very narrow size on a very large boot, and I think it might actually fit me on the higher end, just like the 10.5D fits me on the lower end. Is this the same width as perhaps a 10.5D width? That's what we're gonna find out, because I'm gonna try this boot on, and I got a good feeling that it will actually fit my 12B foot, and that will be mind-blowing. But first, let's give this Nakona boot a rundown. When I found these at Goodwill, they had a bunch of dust and cobwebs on them, but they cleaned up beautifully to the point where you can see that there is so much more life left in this boot. We have full grain leather on the vamp, the shaft, and the counter, and a beautiful medium round toe with a single stitched welt around there, and this is a Goodyear welt, so that means that it can be resoled. On the bottom, we have a leather outsole with brass nails and lemonwood pegs, and this is always good to see lemonwood pegs in here because it expands in a similar way that the leather does when wet, so it helps keep everything down here intact. And for a heel, we have a stacked leather heel, and it's probably about a 1.5 inch high heel. On the inside, we have a leather lining all the way through, leather lining the shaft and leather lining the foot, and a hard leather insole with kind of some nice padding at the heel, which isn't very common in some of these older makes, but it's definitely nice to see that this vintage Nakona has it. This is a very traditionally made boot, folks, so it's pretty much leather through and through, and it's something that I just love to see on this channel. Now let's try this boot on and see if it actually fits my 12B foot. Man, this is so exciting. This is width at its best right here. All right, here we go. This is the true test of width, and oh, it does fit. Look at that. It's definitely too long for my foot, but it fits the width of my foot, and this proves the fact that width is more important than anything else in cowboy boots. Okay, so the boots fit, but they look like clown shoes on me just because they're so long and narrow. But they feel great. You have the hard leather insole, and the extra cushioning on the heel is not something you'll always find in these vintage boots, but it does feel great. Wow, guys, this proves that width is so important when it comes to cowboy boots. So you have to think about that. Sure, sometimes you might be able to get away with sizing down like so many cowboy boot companies tell you to do to fit into their boots, but when it comes down to it, they should be offering more widths, and we'll get into that in a second. But in my experience, a boot that fits properly in width is definitely more comfortable than trying to size down or make a different size work, right? And I have to say that even sizing up and going narrow is more comfortable than sizing down and trying to go wider. So this is more comfortable than I would say a lot of the 11Ds or 10.5Ds that I've tried in the past, just because it's not pinching my toes as much. That's one thing that you'll run into when you try to size down, especially on some of these pointier, rounder toes, is that it starts rounding a little bit too soon for your foot. Your foot is gonna go further into the boot than what it's meant for, and you're gonna get blisters on your toes, and it's just not gonna be a comfortable experience. So it's always best to find the right width size for you, or maybe even go a little bit higher, because I am having no pressure on my toes right now in this 14.5 quadruple A, but it looks so goofy. It's definitely not my size. Now, this would fit well on a person who is a true 14.5 quadruple A, but I gotta say that's a very rare size. So if you're a 14.5 quadruple A, let me know, and I'll give you a good deal on these, because it's gotta be a nightmare trying to find the right size boot for you. All right, now let's go back to the table, and I'm gonna finish up my thoughts on width. Hopefully this video is helping you realize the importance of width when it comes to cowboy boots. And a lot of companies do not focus on the importance of width at all, because it is more expensive to make more widths. So usually you will see average size in the men's department as being a D width, and in the women's department as being a B width. But none of those width sizes should be notated to any specific gender. So a lot of people associate women's widths with B widths or C widths, and then men with D, E, and double E, but there's very rare to find E's nowadays. Usually companies are just releasing D widths and double E's, which is really sad because a lot of people who might be interested in wearing cowboy boots only have 2 options to find a comfortable size and then end up giving up when they can't find any comfortable cowboy boots for them. So I really want to get across the point that all of those width sizes, whether it be quadruple A to quadruple E, that's just a width size. So it shouldn't make you feel like it's a women's size or a men's size. It's just a width size. And the cowboy boot industry has done a horrible job at educating their customers on this, mainly because it saves them money to only offer 2 widths for men and 1 width for women. It's kind of a shame, but if you encourage your favorite cowboy boot company to make narrow sizes or make wide sizes and ask them frequently for the correct width size for you, then we may be able to change things in the future by educating ourselves and asking the companies to make the products that fit us the best. So hopefully this video helped understand width a little bit more. It's crazy to me that this 14.5 quadruple A is pretty much the same width as a 10.5 D. It's crazy that that is the way things are, and hopefully this helps you understand width when you're shopping for cowboy boots. Thank you so much for watching today. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
When you know about width, you know about fit. When it comes to the boots on your feet, I believe it's time to take a trip and make your fit complete. Thank you so much for watching today. My name is Jeremiah Craig. Don't forget to subscribe. Get your fit right. Get your width right. I'll see you next time. Peace.